Good evening, folks. What's going on tonight? What's up, Satellite, Arcane, F-Zero Racer, Mizroy, PM Collector Boy? Hi, everybody. Happy Saturday. I hope you're doing well. I'm good. My weekend finally started when I got home at 4 p.m. today. I had a good day at work. It was nice. It was fun. We do these little games at work relating to the stuff that we can sell, and I won myself a free snack and drink from our gift store, which I'm pretty excited about cashing in on Tuesday. And then I came home and oh god, did I relax. Hey, Oddish just watched a VOD of last night. That or clicker game looked like it was balls. Yeah, I actually just curated that one. And you know what? As a reminder to all y'all, because it's an easy thing to forget about, I'm gonna show you. The equivalent of $50 at the airport? Yeah, basically. As a reminder to everybody, I have a curation page. I still use this. I'm retired from writing reviews, at least for the time being. But I do use this, I do curate, and I actually posted 2 more today, and one of them was that Humans vs. Orcs game, which... It's not there, man. It's not there. Still pissed at it. Well. And I also curated Dungeon Crawler. I finished another run of that today, and it's good stuff, chat. It is good stuff. I would heartily recommend it. It's a lot of fun. Are the games serve customer until your break? So first of all, good evening, Eva. It's good to see you. Second of all, they do these things because it's Memorial Day weekend, right? So what they do is they make bingo cards for each of the stores. And when you sell specific items, you can fill in a square on the bingo sheet and you get different things depending on how many things you fill up. Like, so for us, if you get like 2 lines, you get a free snack and drink. If you can black out the whole thing, you get a free lunch, which, I mean, lunch at the airport is like $30. So that's pretty cool. But this one in particular was really hard to black out. So I was satisfied with my 2 lines. Still not as bad as the city sim I played in the bundle, where the best method of success was to not engage with virtually any of the systems. Can you line the bingo? No, you have to have receipts. You got to bring receipts, literally. Has to be on the right day, has to be the right item. So, but I did it. I succeeded. I came close on some other stuff. I'm kind of cursed when it comes to selling iPads. Is there a fun item on the card for the free space? Not this time. This time it absolutely was not a free space. Hang on a sec, chat. I'll be right back. Sorry. I have to fix my my bandwidth issues, and by bandwidth issues I mean my younger daughter using all the bandwidth in the house. KPIs will show their line. I'm sick of us already. No, Ms. Roy was spot on. I have to yell at everyone to get off the internet. It's recovering. Just give it a second. Oh my god, he went bald. Notice you haven't curated game developer yet. Yeah. I've been like, I wish. What was she doing? She's like, she's playing Roblox and like FaceTiming with one of her friends at the same time over Wi-Fi. So she can do one or the other, but not both, is the thing. A game called Starbites I was hoping was the next Xenogears. Looks like it might be mid at best. He's trying to achieve his career. Yeah, no, this is just what my hair looks like now. But yeah. I was waiting for this to recover fully, but it still hasn't. Let's take out that much bandwidth? No, but my wife is also watching something, and my older daughter is also watching something. So we can all use, like, everybody can use their own bandwidth, but not if one person is using double what everyone else is. Also, it seems to have recovered, so if you're behind, hey. Just to be sure. I'm gonna instruct everybody to refresh. Just to make sure you're up to the minute. Because that was a huge chunk of the stream that got hamstrung there. But yeah. So yeah, this is my new struggle now. Eventually just gonna bust in here and demand stop hogging the bandwidth one day. Not while I'm paying for it. Not while I'm paying for it. She can try, but she will fail. Anyway, welcome back to the Power Hours chat. I guess we should get going with it. So you're on Netflix, you're using 4K Ultra HD plus Turbo the new show. Or it could do it if like 3 people are doing it at the same time while I'm trying to stream. Four people using the internet at once is a lot. And then one of them using multiple streaming services on top of that is a lot. So. Well. Okay, I don't want to use the stage select in Nosferatu, especially when it's got like a infinite life code here. I'd rather just use that. It's just standard with ads. You can stop FaceTime with your friends. Look, she's almost out of school for the summer. So she'll be able to do whatever she wants then. Oh my god, seriously. Hang on, I have to check on them again. Sit tight. Sorry about that. I cursed it. Whole family's mining Bitcoin. Roblox needs to come to the Surgeon General's warning label. It probably should, honestly. Sacrifice the SN's music stream for bandwidth. No, that's not anything. That is definitely nothing in the grand scheme of things. No, I know what she's doing. She knows what she's doing, so. She's being kind of stubborn about this, so. But now her mom's on her, so good luck to her. I mean, it's fair. I don't ask much. I'm not on here doing stuff anytime except late at night, so when they should be in bed anyway, so it's not a big deal. So yeah. Anyway, if you can see me right now, you might, and it seems like you're way back, you might need to refresh again. So you're gonna get the gold-plated household classified as an AI center. What do you need? Yeah. Yeah, that's the easy answer. Yeah, brought down the wrath of a Japanese mom. Yeah, that's... Arcane gets it, I guess, so. Power Rangers ever explain why Rangers need to be teenagers? So their target demographic would be able to identify with them. And they would be more popular that way, so. Anyway, we're way behind now. Let me give you the schedule reminder and then let's get back to it. Again, we should be clean now. If it seems like you're way behind where the stream is, refresh and you should be up to the minute. Is it the guy in the tube one? They have attitude. We're finishing. We are going to finish May of 1996 tonight. I have so decided. We're not quite halfway through the issue, but we don't need to be. It's not a terribly notable issue, except for the game name dropped in the in the stream title. Tomorrow night, Satisfactory. We're gonna be satisfactorily doing things all night. I'm very excited. I'm very excited because there's a lot of stuff. We can make a lot of progress tomorrow night. We'll be back to the Rusty Lake Cube Escape series on Monday with Samsara Room. It is still a democratic playthrough, even though we're in the last 3 days of regular series streaming. And then Thursday, Friday, Saturday are going to be request nights. People have been logging their requests in the Next Game channel on our Discord. If you haven't yet, you still can. You do need a piece of heart to afford it, so. I wouldn't get trust a guy who's 100% head to tube. They have character strength. Billy is smart. Yeah. Yeah, other than Billy is smart, they didn't really have roles per se, did they? But yeah. We're back, chat, and we're gonna play Nosferatu. I left off on this last time because I was just way too tired. I'm still tired tonight, frankly. But we're gonna go ahead and do it because we can. And Nosferatu is a really cool game too. One is strong, one of them is smart, one is hip, one is a girl, well, one is also yeah, the pink and yellow Rangers. Let's just, less said about that, the better. All right, so hang on, this crystal refill, because I actually want to use this because it's a pretty hard game. Like, I can beat the first boss and that's about it. It's up X, right A, down B. Okay, so you just go around the, we're gonna give this a try. You kind of just go around the controller. Talking training strengths or go to peace conferences. Oh yeah, we're gonna play Nosferatu as long as I feel like, frankly, because we played plenty of Nosferatu in the past. I'll see what this particular cheat code can get me, but after that we're moving on because we are finishing this issue tonight. Otherwise, it's just gonna be awkward. It's gonna be really awkward if we can't finish this awkward tonight. So good at talking, chat. Speeching's good. I am many abilities for human speeching. Neat but slow, yeah. Neat but slow. It's basically horror themed Prince of Persia, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool concept. Yeah, Arcane, this is literally the code that's in Nintendo Power that I was just reading. Punchy punch. Whee. Oh yeah, I think we determined last time those guys are infinite. Ooh ha ha ha. Ooh ha ha ha. Last Sentai team so far is a team of 5 hobos, lowlifes, and 1 cultist and God threw together. I can only say so much. Oh. I forget if there's a way to get this thing. I guess not. This is a Prince of Persia like, yeah. I mean, not quite like it's interesting because the controls are similar, but like it's not in like discrete increments like Prince of Persia is. The motion is a little bit more free. Also, you get cool scenes like this. Also, you just punch motherfuckers in this. Yeah, definitely navigating the jumps and the ledges. Extremely Prince of Persia. Powerfully Prince of Persia. Hilariously Prince of Persia. Also, good evening, 2 hits. Good to see you. I mean, honestly, just like horror game on the SNES is always like a novelty to me. Because it's not like there's a whole bunch of them. Oh, I died. Blackthorn without the shotgun. I have Nosferatu today. It just came at the post. I finished. You finished Iritus? Wait, how long did it take you to beat Iritus? How long did that take? So did the infinite. I mean, I didn't use it. You have to pause and do a thing. I guess I could try it. That's why. Yeah. So what it actually does is it refills all your crystals. Apparently nine crystals are the max. Oh wow. Okay. I'm really fucking cool now. When you're at max crystals, any excess crystals you get overflow into your life. That's the deal. So now at least I can be at full power all the time and do some fucking awesome kick flips and shit. That was 7 hours. I think I did it over 3 sessions mostly. Okay. I thought it was a significantly longer game than that, frankly. Get your goopy ass over here. I'll fucking destroy it. Yeah! Get disintegrated, I guess. Okay, bye. I'm gonna get this level of polish from the Bruce Lee game. Because the Bruce Lee game was just a cynical cash-in. This is the real deal here. Hell yeah. This is such a cool game. I mean, part of me is like, I wish it was easier. But the rest of me is like, this is still really cool. Oh, one of my crystals popped out. How do you slide in this? That's how you jump. You can't use shoulder check things. There's like some... There's some like, what is it? There's a button combination for this. I don't remember what it is. Only 6 maps linearly progress. Once you realize that, best way to win is not to experiment and find really good comp and just use it to constantly level up since it's mostly route planning. I got you. God, I don't remember. I can jump, but I don't remember how you slide in this. Oh, there it is. Okay, I got it. I got it. Never mind. I mean, now we're gonna run out of time, but it's fine. Thank you. Well, eventually you toss your indie hat and then jump on it midair as a platform. That's cool. That sounds like some neat tech. Oh yeah, these motherfuckers. I guess you're supposed to duck them as they come down? Maybe, I don't know. Oh, Lord in heaven. Did we fucking say something? Oh god, I gotta slide under here. Okay, get away from me. Whoa. Whoa. Earth. Borf. Those guys expect a strategy. It's just easy shit. Seems to be a common theme in this game. It's okay, we didn't need that crystal. We really didn't either. Yeah, let me go ahead and... here. Yeah, let's refill on crystals. Because if this is a crystal, then... yeah. That refilled a little bit of health. Doing a RP run in Stalker 2. My Skiff is a super nerd with very easy to handle weapons. Nice. Nice. There we go. Oh, what a fucker. Why are they all fuckers, chat? Oh, it's time. Yeah. Now, I know I've actually beaten this guy before. Ow. Just not like that. Oh, God. Oh! First try. Hell yes. Do. Got his ass. I forgot there's a world map in this. Very Castlevania-y. We're still on the approach to the proper castle. Oh, and I remember the weird-ass music in this stage. Get off me. Gross little weirdo. Six stages, maybe? Oh, God. Ow, fuckhead. Not cool. Alright, fine. Fuck. No, the other way, genius. Oh, I died. Maybe we can shoulder check it? Let's try. Very Ken-looking pose. Shit. Oh, I did it too soon. Oh, that's rude. He just keeps going. All right, did it. Oh. The Mario timer physics. Oh god, no fuck. Yeah, that thing sucked. I was not a fan of that thing. Yeah, that eyeball monster was not fun. I don't know what you're supposed to do about Frank over here. Maybe once again, just eat shit. Yeah, he just gets your ass and you lose a crystal. Oh, by the way, we're going the full 3 hours tonight because I don't work tomorrow. So don't worry, we will definitely finish this issue tonight, even if we spend a bunch of time playing this. Nosferatu is Romanian for eats shit, so it checks out. Okay, great, thanks. Oh, he kind of lost interest in me, apparently. Cool, that's it. That's the whole room. I love it. Did I push that guy out? What the hell? I don't get what that's supposed to be. Doing the STO. Goop zombies are notable for flopping you to death. I mean, it doesn't do any damage to me, so they can do that all they want. Damn, this place is long. Oh, hello. Those guys are kind of funny. Old Frankenstein is at it again. A version of Nosferatu with a rather jarring heavy metal background soundtrack just mute the movie as nature intended. I really like this code. Like just having constant access to crystals is kind of like huge. I think there's a puzzle here. Is there a way to pull things? Access crystals is basically the only reason this game can be manageable in later stages, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you lose them so easily. Oh, I was supposed to go this way. My bad. Okay, but what's the point of being up here? Oh, cool, okay. I got spiky walls now. I don't think there's any way to pull walls. Like, that's definitely what that was. There was something there. Yeah, the ceiling had a bit on it. What's up, Kyokusagani? This is a really cool game. This is a super cool game. Ah, that door's closed. I fixed it. Or if you're the devil's servant, your house becomes a labyrinthine by itself over time. What's up with the legendary movie, this fluid animation, detailed art? It's such a good looking game, you know? Oh shit. And you know, I like Prince of Persia well enough, but this one's really cool. And Bram Stoker's widow tried to get all copies of the film destroyed, but luckily specimens survived. Huh. Reinstall Elite Dangerous for a bit, found out I kept your account all this time. Oh, that's cool. Very little idea of how to do anything anymore. Sometimes it's just better to start over from scratch anyway, to go through all the early bits again. All right. What's the bossing gonna be like this time? I've never actually made it this far. It's bright outside, surprising. Dude, look at this. This is awesome. Oh shit. Alright, I'm sorry, are those apes? Get fucked, nerds. Oh wow, that one shriveled up. Like a little grape. Boom! First try, chat. You didn't lose a crystal when you slammed into a wall. Is the emote change, or is that region different? I don't know. This is the US version. I know you lose a crystal if you jump into a wall, but you don't lose a crystal if you run into a wall. Also, I'm cheating myself red crystals anyway, so who cares? Miracle the original silent film survived, certainly. Very much so. Ow! Fuck you, man. Oh, Lord. There's a big Chungus ghost down there. Nosferatu is a much better film than the Universal Dracula was. Having seen both of them, I definitely prefer Nosferatu. Oh, that's an... Oh, Lord. Okay. Oh God. Oh Jesus. Oh, fuck my life. Okay. I guess literally fuck my life. That's exactly what he has in mind. Yo. Another part of Nosferatu where the guy stops sees Nosferatu in the first meeting. What a fucker. Dude, these guys. No! Ow. Okay. Nobody wants to kiss Nosferatu, so I'm automatically loses a tear. Alright, I'm gonna stop here. That was really good progress. It's cool to see more of the stages. I do kind of wish they were a little bit more varied rather than just like different color palettes and soundtracks, but yeah. Seeing new enemies was pretty cool. Seeing new enemies was quite cool. So yeah, neat game. Really, really, really neat game. Go for the 1cc. I wouldn't put it like that necessarily. Kyoku Sagani, you've come in the middle of the Power Hours, which is where I go through old issues of Nintendo Power and I play the games that we find there. So I don't generally do full playthroughs of stuff unless it's something that I'm really, really into or it's honestly not that long. We tend to take a more general look at all the stuff in the magazine, or at least all the stuff that people want to see. Like, for example, here on the classified information page, we'd actually seen Nosferatu before, but we all really like it here, so it's kind of fun to like chip away at it over time. I think we've actually played everything else on this page. They refuse the chest demand from Red. No. You're not gonna give me any grief over Monopoly. I have done my time in Monopoly. Oh my lord. It's probably like a full percentage point of my time in the Power Hours spent on Monopoly. Seriously. What's up, Lord Crispin? Good to see you. Sure you can finally rearrange enough letters. So yeah, Syndicate has special passwords. Power Rangers fighting game. You can play as Ivan Ooze. MK3 is just a tip on how to uppercut people through ceilings. Oh, Super Bomberman 2 has a multiplayer mode where it just immediately goes to sudden death. Game Boy Double Dragon! Never again. I hate it. Flintstones get invincibility and stage skip, and there's a boss code for KI as well. Moving right along. Shocked they didn't reveal the way to unlock the last two stages in these issues. I think they put... I want to say they put a stage select code in one of these issues, but I don't know what. Need a turbo controller that can fight... Wait, really? Oh my god, that's crazy. Yeah, I think that level of technical detail is a bit beyond Nintendo Power's ken. The official method was to have Hudson's Joy Card third-party control. Dude, that's crazy. I never knew that. That is absolutely wild. Yeah, yeah. Holy shit. What is separation anxiety and what a name? This is a Spider-Man game. It's the second SNES Spider-Man game where it's Spider-Man and Venom versus Carnage and his offspring symbiotes. TCRF has the details. Just surprised Nintendo Power never mentioned the button mashing. Again, like Nintendo Power didn't usually go into like the technical tricks like that. They should have. And like, I'm trying to remember if they ever did. But usually their tips didn't go as far as like powering things on or off or yeah, using third-party stuff. Let's do awful then, because license. I haven't really played a Spider-Man game on these old consoles that I actually enjoyed. I wanna like Arcade's Revenge. The opening stage with Spider-Man is like okay, but then all the ones after that are just dog water. I think separation anxiety is in that Marvel Maximum collection. Spider-Man games usually suck before the PS1. Yeah, absolute truth. Absolute truth. The SNES ones, there was a... I think at this point... No, there's 3 at this point. There's 3. There's Maximum Carnage, which most people remember rather fondly. It's a decent enough beat 'em up. There's the animated series, which suffers from some really crappy level design. And then there's Separation Anxiety, which I think is kind of like a pseudo sequel to Maximum Carnage, except not as good. Maximum Carnage is actually a game that has cool aspects to it. Yeah, Maximum Carnage seemed pretty cool. I think there was a like building scaling level that pissed me off, so I didn't get very far in it. Separation Anxiety, I just remember even in Nintendo Power's preview of it, like half the stages were exactly the same. It's like walk down the street and then fight like the Lady Carnage. And then the next stage is walk down a different street and fight Lady Carnage again. And then the next stage is walk down a different street and fight like another Carnage offspring. And then the next stage is like walk through a funky looking street and then fight Lady Carnage and the other one. Yeah, it just changes the backdrops, yeah. Spider-Man games have the same problem as the character budget. It's hard to remember now. It's hard to remember now a time before the Marvel Cinematic Universe when people just weren't dumping like scads and scads of money into Marvel as a property. Like everything Marvel that came out in like the 80s, the 90s was just low rent AF. Like, look, I absolutely love the Fox Kids Spider-Man animated TV show, but oh my god, they like their animation budget was like $3.50 and a Burger King gift card. If you've never seen the Night at the Muscom thing online, look it up. Should have done a Spider-Man game based on the Clone Saga. It comes on 12 different cards. What's up, Deep Thought? Good to see you tonight. Glad you're here. Anyway, there's an unlimited continue code for Jurassic Park 2. Jurassic Park 2 was weird. Because it's not based on The Lost World or any of the movies, really. It's just kind of like its own weird, like, paramilitary thing that takes inspiration from the first game, or from the first movie, and I guess the first game. Wasn't Maximum Carnage one of the, like, 3 halfway decent LJN games? I mean, I could not quote you the actual good LJN game, so. Don't remember the shot of Jameson in the crowd of Jameson testifying. What was the Marvel games on PS2 I swear had Diablo-like camera angle, but were apparently super good? Was that the, oh god. Ultimate Alliance, thank you. Thank you, that's what I was trying to think of. Acclaim did the game for real, and they actually did a solid job studying Japanese beauty. Oh, that's cool. Was True Lies LGN? I'm gonna look this up. Because that True Lies game is legit good. I give that one proper credit. Developed by Beam, published by Acclaim. So no. Never got to play them, your brother loved them. I've only ever heard good things about the Ultimate Alliance games. I don't remember if I ever tried playing them with my friends or not. Let's see, there's Jet mode for World Heroes 2 Jet. Riddick Bow Boxing, Separation Anxiety, fucking Tetris Blast, and then a bunch of cheats for NBA Jam that I just cannot bring myself to care about, especially since it's on Game Boy. So pissed off they delisted the retro Jurassic Park game collection and kept it like $30 up until the end. That's pretty shitty. That's pretty shitty. Okay. I was really interested in getting to this because I had a feeling I knew what it was. I did not appreciate this when I was a kid, but now... So, when Nintendo Power launched their website in the mid-90s, they tried all kinds of creative stuff to engage readers and Nintendo fans, and one of the things they did were interactive stories. And this one is based on Metroid. So we're going to read this because I think this is pretty much all that remains of this. Biggest problem with Ultimate Alliance is the New Game Plus mode. Level up the baddies and match your level, but not the... Ooh, not the escort NPCs. Oh, that sucks. Alright, the second interactive story appearing in Nintendo Power Source on America Online. Everybody has a few of those free discs floating around somewhere. Blood of the Chozo is finally wound down after 3.5 months of intense creativity, bloody space battles, and courageous acts of heroism in the distant Messina star system. The role-playing story encompassed the futuristic world of the Metroid series of games. At least, that's how it began. But as you will see from the excerpts printed here, the world took on a life of its own and became a sprawling theater full of space mutants, bounty hunters, evil scientists, and noble warriors. So what exactly is an interactive story? Our online fans have practically pioneered this form of e-tail in Power Source's Epic Center. It's a simple concept. Everyone begins with the same framework for a story that sets the scene and location of the action. Also, there are basic rules that limit the type of actions that can be performed by characters. For instance, in this case, no magic was allowed. Power Sources then launched into the fray, introducing their own characters by way of bulletin board postings. Chozo characters had to belong to one of 5 professional guilds: the bounty hunters, the engineers, the merchants, the marshals, and trogs. Over 6,000 postings were added to the story folders by budding sci-fi writers during the course of the story. Michael Yosafat, aka Dark Panda, 17-year-old Chozo writer, told us he was surprised by the evolution of the story. Quote, most writers start out with simple space shoot-'em-up stories. Over time, however, most of the storylines develop into something more. Characters grew and developed. Ultimately, the interactive stories online might be the best form of edutainment. What's up, Below in Dystopia? I want a Super Metroid remake. I'll be honest with you, I don't think Super Metroid needs a remake. I think it's fine the way it is. I think it's one of those games that is more or less timeless. There are definitely games that were of their time that would, you know, benefit from remakes. Like, I hate to use this as an example, but it really is a prime example. The original Final Fantasy. I love the original Final Fantasy on Nintendo. I love it so much because I played it as a kid. I put months of my life into that game, learning how everything worked and how to deal with all the bullshit mechanics and stuff. And so I love that game because I know it inside out. I know it by heart. Someone trying to come to the original NES Final Fantasy now would fucking hate it because it is just loaded full of bullshit. So it is very much a game of its time, and it's one that to carry it forward really does need the benefit of a remake. I hate to bring that up though, because I hate its remakes. I hate the remakes of Final Fantasy 1. Final Fantasy 1's some bullshit in it. It's not very severe. The elf is actually the most bullshit part of the game. I mean, the thing is, late in the game, if you understand the power curve of the game and you understand the importance of alpha striking things, it's fine. But late game enemies can just instant kill you. If you give them a chance, if you give them more than like 2 or 3 turns, they will straight instant kill you. And that shit starts, I think that shit starts from the Undersea Shrine. Yeah, the game, admittedly, the game is rough going until you beat Lich. But yeah, after you finish the Earth Cave, it's more or less smooth sailing from there. Biggest thing I'd change in Final Fantasy 1 is strip out the spell slot system and use MP like every other Final Fantasy game. I mean, that's what the remakes do. And yeah, it's what it actually revealed to me is that the spell count system really isn't that bad. It really, really isn't. It's perfectly manageable, especially with the way the counts scale up late in the game. It makes the game incredibly easy since black mages can cast nuke a lot more often. Yeah. I mean, that's the other thing. It's not a hard game with the benefit of knowledge. It's the original Final Fantasy is hard if you don't know things. If you don't know what to expect. If you go into some of these dungeons, like if you go into the ice dungeon blind, if you go into the ice cave blind and you have to wander around, like you have to make a couple loops through there because you don't know like which pitfall to fall down, you're gonna get whittled down by the frost dragons on the bottom floor. Like that's just gonna happen. If you know what you're doing, it's no problem. Out of all those NES RPGs, Dragon Quest II is much more bullshit than anything else. Spot on. Jesus Christ, that game is mean. That game is so mean. You guys had the difficulty yourself by party comp at the start? Kinda, yeah. Kinda. Anyway, back to this. The plot revolved around an invasion of the true Chozo, an alien race based on the Chozo characters in the Metroid games. The story begins with the devastation of the Nextimus space station in orbit around the planet Charybdis. Following excerpts taken from Blood of the Chozo illustrate the exciting brand of adventure the users create online. This is what I wanted. This is what I wanted. I wanted some actual quotes from the postings. Like, we looked into this before, I think. I think we tried to find some kind of online archive of this, and I couldn't find anything. If it's out there somewhere, please make me aware of it. Because I would love to be able to read through this whole thing. But I'm guessing it's just lost to history at this point. This chilling introductory scene, which was uploaded by Nintendo Power Source staffers, set the stage for participants who are itching to join the fight. So, this is Teal Hoven for Charybdis Vid News. Samus Aran reports that on her approach to our system, she was overtaken by a massive ship. Fighters sent out from the asteroid ship have already begun attacking targets across the system, killing beings and destroying property seemingly at random. The only communications received from the invaders have been the words, "The true Chozo are here, submit." Blood of the Chorizo. This was not like people voting on what happened. It was a giant online RP. Yeah. I think at the time, the number of participants was low enough that they could manage this like an actual like play-by-post thing. The Overdog computer run by Nintendo Power Source staffers gave direction to the storytellers throughout the game. Those non-engineer citizens seeking products designed, repaired, or manufactured must first find a member of the Engineers Guild willing to perform the job. Members of other guilds performing such tasks are in clear violation of OD code, blah, 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 blah. This song is from SimCity. That's why it's so familiar. It's from SNES SimCity. Sounds difficult to do even so. Have you ever done like forums RP? I did a little bit ages ago on Something Awful, and it was pretty cool. It is a lot of work. It's a mud, but you gotta work hard. Neat also shows us how strapped for content Nintendo Power was at the moment. I wanna give them a pass on this one. Yeah, they're definitely hurting for content, but at the same time, I think this is a genuinely really, really cool thing to highlight for people who aren't so online yet. I think it's really, really, really cool to spread awareness of this and possibly get additional participants in for future outings. Joshman773 added a history lesson on the true Chozo. The true Chozo is an ancient subdivision of the Chozo. They were exiled from the universe by the Chozo after they attempted to gain control of the star system using military power. They have been reported wandering near the edge of the galaxy by many systems. They travel in a swarm of over 1,000 ships. They are believed to have reformed their violent ways. There's been no contact between the true Chozo and other sentient races since the exile. This is the first of this type from an official source. This is how other M was bored. You shut your mouth, Eva. Militaristic Chozo, what a funny idea. Good thing that would never happen for real. Where do you go when you're exiled from the universe? Out next universe over? Detroit? Time, it would have been amazing to see that application of the internet, yeah. Hoboken. Some storytellers like Raleigh Coop introduced whimsical characters such as his first meeting with a species called dust bunnies. Macaulay was standing in the Engineers Guild when she heard a strange high-pitched voice. Nice guild boss, say you have ship need fixing. We help, we fix, we're ship. Macaulay looked around. She was alone. There was nothing nearby that would explain the strange voice. Silly human, we are down here. Look down. Dust bunny's not floating in air, silly human. The same voice said, laughing. Basically the clans from Battletech? Basically, yeah. Darkshade 4 thrived on technical details. Even Nintendo Power's online staff members such as Jeff Rainville were turned into characters. Captain Austin advertised his fictional wares in the Merchant Guild folder. Dark Pando, one of the most prolific storytellers involved with Blood of the Chozo, drew inspiration from his surroundings. A quartz clock next to a computer gave him the idea for Mr. Quartz. Clan Jade Chozo. Zam Bam! The key art here is from the Super Metroid comic that ran for a couple months. Well, love this shit as a kid. Writing sci-fi, this has been before I knew that fanfic was a thing. Yes, and how many budding writers do you think were introduced to the concept of fanfic through this? This is all canon, right? That'd actually be kind of neat. Actually be kind of neat if they made a new Metroid game based on this old stuff. Reference to other video games we found everywhere. Quote, as the Reploids approached, Narc could see the metal panels and tubing that made up their bodies. Each one had a large insignia on its chest. The symbol looked like it said Dr. W. Mariner 980 had a flair for action scenes. Dark Panda followed Dr. Vincent's arrival on the ruined moon of Otaki. We got the Mega Man fans here. Oh, I gotta read this. The McCallum Saga by Lorne01 featured some masterfully descriptive passages. All right. Coming around the planet was the biggest ship I'd ever seen. It was pulsing with light and bristling with weapons. It had a glass dome on top, and I could see far away as I was what looked to be a very large pulsing brain sitting on a pedestal in the middle of the bridge area. This was obviously the mastermind behind the true Chozo. It's a reference to Dr. Wario. Samus showed up at the end of the conflict thanks to Jippy Kid. The bounty hunter explained why she hadn't been around to stop the invading true Chozo forces. Where was she? Where have you been during this big crisis? Me, said Samus. Well, after I got in that ship accident at the beginning of the Chozo attack, they hid me in a secret hospital and started my rehabilitation. I was supposed to get ready to go out and save the universe again, but looks like I had nothing to worry about. The power writer who masterminded the frame story for Chozo created far more material than what actually appeared in the interactive story. The race of benign birdfolk, the Chozo, were chosen as the antagonists because they were so enigmatic and yet linked to the origin of Samus Aran. When Samus was just 6 years old, pirates attacked and destroyed the human settlement. Captain Thea Aran and Chief Engineer Avram Aran were both killed in the raid. Solomon Aran, Samus's 4-year-old brother, was missing and presumed dead. Samus was rescued by the Chozo, a bird-like race from the neighboring planet Zebes. She was raised on Zebes by an old Chozo priest, but she eventually left to make her fortune among the stars. At 16 years old, Samus became the youngest apprentice ever admitted into the ranks of the Bounty Hunters Guild. I guess it was Rabone say, hey, Samus got better, here she is, until Nintendo Power said it was okay. Yeah, I'm sure. And everybody asked, where's Samus? In the end, of course, the legacy of Blood of the Chozo comes not from the main storylines of the characters who gained a tentative life in cyberspace, but from the hundreds of storytellers who learned that adventures can be found in unexpected places. Where will they go next? The rumor is that Nintendo Power Source will soon open a magical door into the kingdom of Hyrule. Now, how's that for a link? Oh, they're so funny. The trash bin, presumably. Shut up, unsubbing. I'm just quoting, chat. I am just doing my due diligence, giving Nintendo Power their dues here. Let's ban this man. You've lost speaking privileges. I should be banned from every magazine. Jammin' college slam codes. I don't care, chat. I really don't care. You can make shot percentages appear. You can improve your stealing, your max power. You can be on fire. Better 3-pointers. Do whirlwinds, legal goaltending. Get some fraternity teams up in here. You can do some Game Boy slamming. I don't care, chat. I do not. Oh my god! He's staring into my soul. Fortunately, mods cannot ban the streamer. I've tried. Yeah, no hilarious player names. Tragic. Alright, this is apparently for Super Mario RPG. Coming in May to your Super NES from Nintendo. Oh, and you got some trading cards too. I'm sure I have these around here somewhere. Oh god, I gotta move myself. The booster one is horrifying. Hang on, I think we actually ran ourselves out of music. Well, let's fix that. Booster is who I wanted for Smash. Some of the Metroid series, I think the Zelda universe would be neat to see a story in that doesn't revolve entirely around Link or Zelda. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think any major property can benefit from like really exploring side stories and fleshing out the world like that. So I think you could do that with Mario stuff. I think you could do that with Zelda stuff, Metroid stuff, Pikmin stuff. Yeah, they did get a Tingle game. Good point. They did get a Tingle game. So not only did they get a fully fleshed out side game, they got a really gay one. And that kind of a representation is important, chat. It is dearly important. Anyway. Oh, look! We got the old Froggy Sage and Mallow. And who the fuck is this guy? I do not remember this guy at all. And then Gino. Not that anybody cares about Gino. Womp womp. That Johnny the Pirate Shark? I seriously don't remember. It's been 7 years since I played Mario RPG. I always forget that I streamed this game in my first year of streaming, and that was so long ago. Yeah, what's going on in the Epic Center this month? Pocket Monsters. Chat. This Super Game Boy RPG title appeared recently in Japan from Nintendo. For the first time ever, Nintendo published a game in 2 versions simultaneously. In order to distinguish between the 2 versions, one was packaged in red, the other in green. According to Japanese trivia experts, the green package is outselling the red. Each version contains a different set of monsters which players use to attack enemies. During the course of play, chosen monsters gain strength just like characters in a regular RPG party. You have many monsters from which to choose, but most players tend to stick to a couple of favorites since it takes so much time to build up extra monsters. But the coolest part of the game is the trading option. When 2 Pocket Monster players use the Game Boy Link to hook up their Game Boys, they can transfer monster data from one game to the other, whether it's the green or red version. You can boost your strength by leaps and bounds by importing the best monsters from both versions into your current game. Some players are so enamored of pocket monsters that they have purchased both versions in order to own all the monsters. With both games, they can play up the best monsters and transfer them all into their current game. Sounds neat, chat. I think that could be pretty cool. Pocket monster sounds kind of clunky. Maybe tighten that up a bit. Might be good when we get to it in 5 more years. They'll never catch on. We can skip this one if it actually came out. Oh boy, Super Mario RPG 2. Bet that'll be just like this one. Yep, super developers wanted in Japan. One of the big projects is getting underway by Nintendo in Japan is Super Mario RPG 2 for the Nintendo 64. That's right. And it's huge news. Before you can make a game, you have to find the right team. We came across this advertisement in a March issue of Famitsu magazine from Japan, which invites programmers, designers, directors, and sound designers to send in their resumes and samples of their work. Programmers must send in code or source files, while the sound guys need to drop off a tape with their composition. The requirements of the director position, however, sounds pretty wide open. Please send an essay on the theme, what is important in game development. The ad also asks that they send something that represents their talent. With those criteria, your Epic Center editor even thought about applying, but the commute from Redmond would be tiresome. On the other hand, if you live in Japan, the successful candidate will relocate to Tokyo, Kyoto, or Yamanashi, where Nintendo's HAL subsidiary is based. So what does all this tell us about the game? Not much, just that Super Mario RPG 2 is on its way for a Nintendo 64. It should be a major gaming event for RPG and adventure fans. As Mario scratches his chin while pondering his future, we can safely predict that it looks very bright. Quick, send in a resume. It might not be too late. I mean, game's not out yet. There's still time. If you live in Japan, I doubt you're reading this. Japanese love shortening words for ease, so Pocket Monster became Pokemon. Yep. Kinda was, just more paper thin. That is a good point. Actually. Yeah, I wonder if the effort that went into this eventually turned into Paper Mario. Interesting question. My uncle says this is the next big thing. We got caked up score. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Mario RPG Legend: The 7 Stars. We're entitled for that was Mario RPG 2. Okay, so that's what happened. That's what happened. Mario RPG became Paper Mario. Do not the Squirtle. You can tell they had in mind a little. So this is just like a breakdown of your path through the game here. So we're in Rosetown, Roseway, the Caro sewers and such. I guess this is where you pick up Gino. In Japanese, Paper Mario is just called Mario Story. It wasn't until Origami King they leaned on Mario being made of paper. That's kind of interesting. I just saw a doll in a blue cape walking towards the forest. Oh my god. Oh, hey. I always like this enemy design. Bowyer. Really enjoyed the remake of Super Mario RPG. I think they nailed it, and the bonus stuff was also fun. If I was going to replay Mario RPG, it would definitely be the remake. Because it resolves my biggest problem with the game, which is the pre-rendered graphics. I really, really don't like Mario RPG's art style. So that would be a huge bonus to me. It looks like a violet fruit flavored candy cane. I love that they introduced this section with I shot an arrow into the air. Like, damn, y'all. Actually getting something out of that English degree, I guess. And down to the pipe vault, chat. And then over to Yoster Isle. This is the Dom Yoshi. Most people don't know that, but Yoshi's actually a sub. Advertising a chewing gum that'll lose its flavor in 5 seconds. If Mario returns to the inn in the Mushroom Kingdom, we'll find a little boy in the corner intently playing a handheld shooting game. A Mushroom Boy arcade classic, perhaps, is for sale. Asking price is a whopping 500 coins. Better forego pleasure until the business of defeating the Smithy Gang is done. That's kind of cool, though. It's obvious that Yoshi is a sub, so happy you're ridden like that. Ridden, punched in the back of the head, just tossed into bottomless pits when no longer wanted. Great to have a mental image of a Yoshi-themed S&M club. I mean, if Yoster here didn't do that for you on his own, like, you can't really blame me for that. It'll be interesting to see what the next Paper Mario is like with that, since Thousand Year Door doesn't really go as hard in on the paper gimmick. Excuse me. Mini-game is so satisfying when the screen is full of shells and you hit the right one to clear it all. It and Origami King basically sold the exact same. Interesting. But yeah. I guess we'll get if they cover more of this next month, I guess we're gonna talk about Booster. Million a bit. Origami King was really good. We're Lufin, chat! We have reached the Lufin period of the evening. It's a time for heroes. Lufia 2 Rise of the Sinistrals is a 20 megabit battery backpack crammed with puzzles, labyrinths, and monsters. Role-playing game fans who enjoyed the brain teasers in Lufia and the Fortress of Doom won't be disappointed by the sequel. There are scores of challenging puzzles throughout 30 dungeons and towers. This month's epic review covers only the first half. First half of the entire game? That's not really an only statement. Oh, they have capsule monsters. Lufia! You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and jump into it before we read about it. I don't need context to have a good time. Lufia! I want to be the RPG king. Natsume. Serious fun. Nyam. Lufia would chant like the kids yelling Rufio and Hook. Lufia! Lufia! I'd like it if they kept the ring boss fights for the next one, even if it's only a few. That's a neat idea. This is a really cool looking intro. Next. Master. Aram, I would like to ask you something. Yes, sir. Who should rule, we Sinistrals or humans? There's no doubt in my mind that we should rule. For the humans drool. But why do you ask that, sir? Judgment time with the dual blade has come. Are you saying the dual blade is resonating? Would you go? Yes, sir. You're wrong, Aram. It is the tunnel snakes who rule. No. Dual Blades Resonating 2, if you know what I mean. Know what I mean, know what I mean, know what I mean, know what I mean. I don't know what I mean. I thought we were going to Triforce Island. Let's do this shit. That mode just 7ing like a champion. Oh, I've already played a chunk of this. When did I do that? If I jump back into this, am I gonna have any idea what I was doing? Probably not. A lot of earthquakes these days. I hate earthquakes, you know. I just can't take it anymore. Grandpa said a master catfish in a cave caused the earthquakes. Is that true? Although I'd say that's wrong, but I believe my grandpa. That old man's crazy. It says a catfish caused the earthquakes. That's just nonsense. What caused earthquakes anyways? Did a giant man stomping or something? Do you know a huge catfish makes earthquakes? This is the only thing anyone can talk about. There's a cave enclosed by a lake. Legend says the catfish monster lives in there. The man in the square started to say things like the catfish caused the earthquakes. Such a problem, you know. Kids started to believe what he says. Oh yeah, yawn, oops, excuse me, I haven't slept much in the last couple of days. The earthquakes, day and night and always suddenly, can't sleep a wink. How about catfish causing earthquakes is a thing in Japanese myths. Excuse me for a bit. Straight to bed. Fried giant salmon. Master catfish going mad in the lake cave caused the earthquakes. Adults don't believe me. Hey Maxim, I didn't know you were in Sundleton. Who the hell are you? $2,000 herring and trench coat. Oh dear. Oh man, these things are actually sturdy. Oh wait, I'm gonna die. Oh no, we should leave. Death may be certain, chat. Lots of earthquakes these days. You might wake up in the middle of the night. Yes. Yes, I might. Completely humiliated by 2 blue slimes, yep. Bat ran away. I got nothing. I got nothing to show for it, chat. Oh dear God. That's different because this is an IRL electric catfish. Okay, I actually defeated a jelly for once. Oh, the red jelly's actually weaker. 18 XP, 22 gold. Strawberry raspberry jello. Oh lord. Spooter. how do y'all feel about the interface in Lufia? It is a bit different from the other big RPGs of the time. I was feared the bridge would fall, and it did. With so many earthquakes, we can't fix it. Christ, the mushrooms and spiders always could give you nightmares as a kid. They're pretty horrifying, aren't they? It's fine. What's up, Shade? Nothing. What's up, Shade, with you? I like the battle aesthetics of the first game more. There's more screen real estate devoted to awesome enemy design. This one has a more sensible menu system. Beginning to suspect the earthquakes may be a relatively major plot point. I got a really cool new weapon. The battle system of the first one is bad. You literally can't target individual enemies with base attacks. So let's see if that kind of helps our situation. Yeah, significantly. I can one-shot enemies now. I guess I came through there. That is the right way? Okay. You just shoot the switch with an arrow. Okay. Oh, there we go. I forgot just how much you can influence the battle system with actions outside of it. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. Well, it worked out anyway. Had a weird battle system where you could have a 9-character in a party and 3x3 grid. Each student chose one character in each column to act. Red one's a strong one in this fight, and the blue one's weak. I'm getting mixed messages here. Yeah, it's a little confusing. I got chalkboard. Oh, I can't use it. Maximum levels up. HP increased by 6, MP increased by 3, strength increased by 5, If the areas in the right order and you'll find the way. Eagle. Final Fantasy 1 taught me to fear critters that look like this, because a bunch of them were things like cockatrices that could turn you to stone really, really easily. Yeah, healing magic refills, yeah. Rivet, rivet, checking situation. Sorry. Fatigue is catching up to me. There's a little baby frog. Can't open that. Ow. I might have to leave this place. I'm not in great shape. A late night snack is cold hot dogs, cottage cheese, and pickles. Hey, nice. Can't argue with that. Oh no. Beef it. Yeah, I don't think you can save in here. I think you have to go back to town to save, which is what I'm gonna do. Because I don't think, honestly, I don't think I can do much more of this without nodding off. So, and we do need to finish the magazine tonight. Or Maxim, who's Lufia? Lufia's a female side character in the first game, right? Luffy's like 100 years into the future. Well, why isn't Lufia 2 then? Why isn't like Legend of Maxim or something? There's apparently a reincarnation of the main villain of this game. It should be Lufia 0. Alright. Is that just a style of the times? Name the game after some female? No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. We all know why Final Fantasy was called Final Fantasy. We all know why Dragon Quest is called Dragon Quest. If you think about other RPGs like Chrono Trigger, Seventh Saga, Arcana. Yeah, they're all named after different things. Those things with the localization renaming the first game means the other game's names don't really make sense, yeah. See also Etrian Odyssey? Only the first one takes place in Etria. Conclusion JRPG titles are a land of contrasts. Alright. The ringing of the dual blades signals Judgment Day in Lufia. Eric, the Sinistral leader, hears the call and rallies his forces. No longer will the world be divided between the Sinistrals and the humans. One society will rule the land. Unprepared for battle, the humans need a hero to unite them against Eric's forces. Are you the chosen one? Quest begins in your hometown, Elklid. You're a Maxim the Monster Hunter. So eventually you have Maxim, Guy, Tia, and Ceylon. Nicely balanced party. There's an inset right here about capsule monsters. Capsule monsters are friendly creatures that fight beside you in battle. It sounds like they come in your pocket. Key art's very cool, yeah. 7 different breeds. You can find your first capsule monster in the Fumi tribe north of Sundleton. Next, the woods by Alun's Kingdom. Monsters change and grow, and you feed them weapons and armor. That's pretty cool. There's the cave to Sundleton, which I guess I'd already been through. The lake cave is where we just were. Here's a little tip on getting a special capsule monster. You end up in the Alun's castle basement. And wow, it's a gem pushing puzzle. There's a tower, Ruby Cave, Treasure Sword, Schwine, West Gordovan Tower, North Dungeon. Lots of dungeons. They look pretty diverse too. Seems cool. Doesn't look like okay, I think this right here is a Lufia. I always heard the puzzles get pretty nasty, really. Interesting. Ancient Tower, North Lighthouse, Phantom Tree Mountain. You get a boat, you get to set sail, and then there's an important looking inset about the ancient cave. Most unusual maze in the game. Before entering the cave, you must check all your armor, weapons, magic spells, and character levels at the door. You're back to the adventuring basics. Explore the 99 levels of the maze. You'll find chests filled with goods, items found inside blue chests are yours to keep after you're done exploring. I was just about to say, earliest example of a roguelike side mode. It's a Shiren-like. Lufia 2 is the proto crosscode and being 50% puzzle game, 50% RPG. This all makes sense now. This all makes sense. So they're gonna have the second half of their coverage next month. So we can get the full Lufia 2 experience without actually having to play it. Bunch of tips for Breath of Fire. I would like to play through Breath of Fire someday. I know y'all aren't really interested in seeing it. You'd much rather see Breath of Fire 2. But someday I do want to get through Breath of Fire 1. Especially if I do end up doing a full playthrough of 2. This is interesting. Most video games experience their highest sales in the first months after their release. Though popular games that continue to sell steadily for years, the number of games sold per month is generally comparatively small. Breath of Fire, however, has been able to buck this trend. Fueled by player word of mouth and discounts offered by some retailers, BOF has been enjoying a rare second wind in retail sales a year and a half after its initial release. We knew something was up when looking over the list of games we received questions on in the last month. We saw that Breath of Fire had jumped back into the top 10. You've never seen one? Okay, cool. We can do that. If you happen to do it the first time around, didn't grab you, maybe I'm in the mood for it now. Well, I mean, we're obviously not gonna do it now, not with the regular schedule ending. We'll take a look at it, certainly. Maybe you really want, you can call a vote on this one too. And we can throw it right on the list next to 2. We can go chronologically then. Sorry, my eyes are giving me a little bit of trouble. Actually, you know what, chat? Enjoy the intro for a second. I'm actually gonna take my contacts out because they're drying out and they're getting really itchy, and I'd rather just switch over to glass at the moment. So enjoy the ambiance. I'll be right back. Okay, now I can see without my eyes being all dry and sticky. Do not apply Dragon Core directly to eyeballs. Interesting experiment. If we can make a new Breath of Fire fan in 2026 and expose them to Breath of Fire 5, will they hate it? I mean, I'm pretty critical of games. I have no sacred cows, so I might not be the right test case for this particular experiment. Dragon Clan lived hard, chat. C5 is my favorite one. No. How many Breath of Fires are there? I like Dragon Quarter. That's because you didn't have to play it yourself. There are 5. Okay. New menace is the clan of Dark Dragons. Dork Dragons. Dragon Dorks. Breath of Fires or Breaths of Fire? Whoa. Oh cool, they can transform into dragons. That's pretty neat. Not a bad game by any measures. It's very, very different from the first 4, which means serious Mega fans often hate it. Except for we get dragonized. Oh my god, they're beating up on that furry. That's how you know they're the bad guys. People who found Breath of Fire kind of road often really dig 5. I do like unique takes on things. Even if I don't personally enjoy them, I can respect them more than something that's just like the same old formula over and over and over again. It's this dark power that grants evil wishes. It's Dark Emperor Darkheart. The darkness. Dark everlasting. Nightbane. Twilight. Obsidian. Lord Man. No one could have seen this coming. Makes more sense in present day if you read some what it's doing as being a little roguelike. You might like it, has some really cool design ideas, most of which pan out. These dragons kind of look more like demon bats to me, if we can be honest for a second here. This is a really long intro. Oh, okay. Now it's gonna loop. Breath of Fire has a hard time running the entire game, which gamers absolutely despise. See, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Two of my favorite games of all time are Invisible Ink and Darkest Dungeon. I have learned to stop worrying and love the timer. Okay, so I had a level 13 doof. What are we naming this guy? Yeah, I figured you were talking about 5. Do 14. I think we only get 4 characters here. Dang, he's a hottie. Hot mess, more like. Bubs. Okay. With a Z. It's got to be a Z. Yeah, you get 4 characters. That is it. Message speed fast. Doesn't even do all the extra stuff. I don't think you're 25% dead. Wake up, warrior! Disaster struck. We need the power of the jag. Oh my god, who the fuck are you? You're terrifying. They'll give you a bunch of cool dragon transformations. Use super moves. 5 gives you 1 turbo peak transformation. It ramps up said timer and fucks you all the way up if you overuse it. You'll perish if you don't wake up. Do you think the design idea was that people on their first playthrough would overuse the OP thing and get like the bad ending and then be inspired to go back and play it better? Those engulfed in the flames. Everything is burning. We must go. Can't expect me to not explore. 4 characters in civil alphabet. Oh yeah, it definitely does. I'll stop this fire. Rada Decabra, Kohus Cuspo. It's possible to finish without restarts if you're absolutely not meant to, yeah. My magic was once strong, but at my age, I can barely douse this fire. That's not how you spell douse. Building is safe from the flames for the time being. We don't know what caused the fire. Luckily, the people here are safe. Let's go. Esma's magic will hold the flames long enough for us to escape. We're surrounded by the flames. What have we done to deserve this? Oh, there we go. Her faith is in Sarah. Her magic will keep us safe. Oh, that triggered the cutscene. Oh, the humanity. This is horrible. The dark dragons are outside of the village. We're surrounded. Dark dragon family is scheming against the other dragon families. I hear that Zog, the dark dragon king, vowed to conquer the world. His first target is the light dragons. Zog is an evil fool. Yeah, fuck that Zog guy. Why are they trying to destroy us? Zog fears us. He doesn't know that we've lost the power of the dragon. So, I mean, they're extra screwed then. They have nothing to defend themselves with. I won't sit by while they attack us. I say we act now. If we can't escape, there's only one thing to do. Fight! I will. I must use my magic against the forces of evil. Let's go! Wait. We're too weak. Our group will be devastated by their powerful army. We can't give up. Show them the spirit of the dragon. Come on, Sarah, let's go. No, I must do my part on my own. The power of the dragon just a euphemism for nukes? Oh, she's turning him to stone. What have you done? I've turned him to stone so the fire will not affect him. Remember, our mission as members of the Light Dragon. Stone or not, they'll still find us. Hey, not my fucking problem. No, why does it have to be you? We've suffered enough. I'll take care of the dark dragons. She's sacrificing herself, chat. She's sacrificing herself for the clan. Be strong. When you're a warrior, you'll bring peace to the world. Take care. May the power of the light dragon prevail. I'll try to distract the dark dragons. Hey, someone's there. That's the power of the dragon. Take her to the commander. We'll search the area later. Let's take care of her now. Oh, it was right there. He was watching this whole thing. Sir, we've captured a light dragon. Yes, I saw. Not very impressive. You must set fire to our peaceful community. You set fire to our peaceful community. What do you gain from this? That's the point. Orders are to eliminate all light dragons. I always follow orders. I'm just doing my job. Please don't blame me. Whoa! Our village has been destroyed. Wow, you're strong. Come on. Can't let you interfere with Zog's plans. Nothing personal. We'll stop you. I don't think so. Where are the goddess keys? The goddess keys? You're a pretty good scrapper. Too bad you're on the wrong side. Don't come any closer. What will you do with Tear the Goddess? You don't ask somebody a question, then hit them with lightning. It's all over. Take this, slime. Conspiracy theories, the people who wrote the dialogue for RPGs like this have never held a conversation before. It's just, it's poorly localized, honestly. Like that was the thing. Like localization in this era just was not that good. It was extremely low priority. It was just whoever they could get to do it in as little time as possible for as little money as possible. I feel like they started taking localization seriously somewhere in like the early PS2 era. Final Fantasy X was the first game where I was like, damn, this is some really good localization. Like they know exactly what they're doing here. Is that all you've got? Ha, ha, ha. When the dragon family is at the peak of its power, a goddess of desire appeared. The goddess Tyr granted witches the wishes. Granted witches. I need a goddess like that. Dragons fought each other for her power. Also can't get a lot of subtext in a 16-bit dialogue box. True enough. Localization on Breath of Fire 1 2 is infamous. Tyr encouraged the fighting and watched the war between the dragons escalate. When the world was at the brink of destruction, a warrior stepped forward. The warrior battled Tyr with his 7 companions and locked her up using 6 keys. The goddess keys were scattered throughout the world and hidden away. Lady Dragons balanced the power of the family and peace reigned again. For a time. Interesting to see an amoral goddess is quite Greek. I think they had big meeting and decide how many keys it should be. Yeah, one fewer than the number of people we have, obviously. Sarah saved us! Chief, don't you think we should fight for Sarah? We renounce the dragons. Their battles aren't ours.
We must fight for Sarah and the pride of the Light Dragons. We must think of survival. Soon the place will be in ruins. No! Okay, never mind. Old Crone was right. Where the dragon is only a myth. We must escape now. I know that I should try to stop you, Bubs, but I can't. Take this. Not much, you can use it for equipment. Okay, I have control again. 300 jeeps. Stay here, come back if you need a rest. Wow, this place looks like shit. Okay, bye. I always really like this kind of pseudo-isometric battle screen. It's very stylish while also being entirely comprehensible. Hometown Nanai has been occupied by the Dark Dragons. Dark Dragon forces have invaded our land. They now control Nanai. Nanai. What are we gonna do with these stinging monsters? Family destroyed our kingdom. I must now rebuild out and defeat. I don't fear the Dark Dragons. You should. Strong fighter to chase the creatures in the castle. Okay, so that's your first big quest on your journey to become a hero, is help this town, like, clear the vermin out of the castle and rebuild. None of these people are talking about the recent earthquakes. It must be, like, really real, local. I do not remember all this, no, especially not now. I am, like, straight up, I'm dead on my feet right now. I am super, super tired. It is hard to remember anything that's going on. Oh, there it is. I didn't even remember that select brought up the menu. I don't remember how you saved. Do you need to go to like a specific place to save? I mean, not that it matters. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and move on from this so we got time to actually finish the magazine, especially before I just completely pass out. We might need to move with a bit of alacrity here to ensure that I can do this while maintaining consciousness. But I always like these strategy sections because they would give little, like, tantalizing ideas of what kind of stuff is in the game without really spoiling anything. What is the fishing pole for? What are the dragon emblems? Which weapons and armor are best? Where I'm gonna raise my experience? How to get into moving town? And then the locations of the goddess keys and stuff. Save Mogu, defeat Mote, the end game. We'll just skip over the end game for now. Oh my god. Living in the Loud House. These are the Nintendo Power Source people. These are the people running the website, chat. If you haven't logged on to Nintendo Power Source, you might be baffled, but regulars will be quick with an answer. The Loud House. Paul, Travis, and Amy are 3 online hosts or cyberjocks who inhabit the Nintendo Power Source area known as the Loud House, where players sign on to swap quips and game tips. You can see their journalistic integrity on their faces. Here's how you access AOL. And then they got profiles of each of them, with such quotes as "scrolling is for lamers."
Paul, for breakfast, Paul enjoys a double tall mocha. He likes moving around on snowboards. His constellation is Leo. Favorite boss is Mother Brain. His favorite online snack is toffee-covered peanuts. His mouse pad is Red Dwarf. And is smiley. Remember, chat, before we had emojis. And all smileys had to be written sideways using the language of symbolism. Those were the damn days. Where your smileys took some fucking creativity, chat. Travis Williams. Favorite season is ski season. His favorite piece is The Free Kind. Favorite cartoon character is Betty the Babe of Bedrock. Favorite website is NOA's. Favorite insect is Cybertick. Freeway Lane. Whoa, they have lanes. Favorite writing utensil is a keyboard, and his smiley is the baseline winky face. Why is the old man ranting about smileys? What else am I gonna do with this? Seriously. Dude, check out the photo op in the opposite corner of them posing with their Nerf guns and super soakers. Amy's picks. Her favorite dental floss is cinnamon. That's actually not a bad pick. Her favorite place is Milford Trek in New Zealand. Her favorite video game character is Samus Aran. Favorite movie is War Games. Favorite snack is Bagel and Ice Mocha. Favorite pro team is the Mariners. And her smiley is, Unibrow smiley or something? Sounds like an early dating site, seriously. Are any of them extreme? I mean, just look at them. Just look at them. I might start mandating old school smileys in chat, at least during the power hours. My own personal spin on emote-only chat. Yeah, now they're scraping the barrel for content. Olympic Summer Games, I really don't care. This CG runner looks like he's been taken over by some kind of phage. This is in the build-up for Atlanta in 1996. I actually remember the opening ceremony for Atlanta. It was kind of embarrassing. Hey, the Twitch replays my classic smileys. I know. Here's a clown. Aw, I like your clown. Dashes, hurdles, pole vaults, triple jumps, skeets, long jumps, high jumps, javelin, pole, discus, archery. All right, on to the counselor's corner. Fuck it, who cares? DKZ2, how to win Rickety Race, how to defeat Kujil. Yeah, this looks like ass, that's why I'm skipping straight over it. Chrono Trigger, we're just gonna skip this for right now. Breath of Fire 2, we're gonna skip this as well. Earthworm Jim, I don't care. Final Fantasy 3, can I control my character while fighting the Coliseum? No. How much coral do I need to get the treasure chest at Epit's Rock? 22, actually. Can I block Chupon's sneeze attacks? No. That means you shouldn't even be doing this shit. Moving on. Chat. We're rehashing Super Mario All-Stars at this point. It is getting a re-release. That's the excuse for this, but... We're rehashing the remake. Some good gaming. I mean, there is. It's kind of like, I never actually had Super Mario All-Stars. I should have. By all accounts, I should have picked it up at some point. If for no other reason than to play the Lost Levels. But I never did. Had a deprived childhood, clearly. Tricks for lives and warps in Super Mario Brothers. Super Mario Brothers 2 they outline the warps, and they tell you who to use for each level. That's kind of interesting. Anybody for 1141, 52, and 33. Let's see. Let's total up how many people. They actually suggest Mario for some of these, which I think is dumb. Mario is suggested for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 levels, including the last one.
Waluigi is suggested for 3, 4, 5. Princess is suggested for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And Toad suggested for 1, 2. Bleh. 3? Is that it? Is that seriously it? Like, we've had this discussion before, chat. I don't need to rehash it for you, but like, you don't do jack of all trades because they're not good at anything. They're just generally useful, and in general in games that's not that useful. Should just be Luigi Peach down the line? Yeah, seriously. Why'd you ever take Mario over Toad? Exactly, they're basically the same character, except Toad can actually dig and Mario can't. Princess every level, the monarchy will rise again. More on Super Mario 3 and the lost levels, and that's all cool. We've seen this stuff before. The arena. There's a Mega Man X3 challenge. Finish the Tunnel Rhino stage using only the Mega Buster. Toad's already phallic by existing. Mario just has excuses. Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. Can you reach Ganon with only 14 hearts? Reaching Ganon, I don't think is the problem. Beating Ganon, that's another thing entirely. And then for the Battle Zone, they want best times on Mario Circuit 2. And then there's just a giant wall of names over here. They didn't even bother to do like the map for the normal breakdown. Okay, now playing. God, I'm really just gonna gloss over this because I am super tired and I'm ready to be done for the evening. I mean, we played some neat stuff in the magazine, but yeah, on the whole, just so conspicuously nothing going on. Ken Griffey Jr.'s winning run, excellent graphics and sound, major league license, great pitching and realistic fielding stats, Ken Griffey Jr. Minus is no MLBPA license and a couple of stadiums missing. That's not such a big deal. Lobo, you definitely want to know the pros and cons. Pros, good sense of the Lobo character, easy to learn moves. Cons, some very slow animations, too few characters, can't pick character in single player mode. All pretty significant death knells for niche fighting games. Lufia 2, positives. A sprawling epic with RPG and adventure features, player-friendly, good graphics, lots of play value, force, lots of battery-back memory. Minus, play control is a bit too quick. I'm not really sure what they're on about there. Mohawk and headphone jack. Unique feel, fun, fast, and funky passwords, maps, mohawks, huge levels of warps and hidden areas. Minuses, uneven graphic quality, a lot of space without a lot of enemies. I also noticed they dropped their motion sickness complaint here. Olympic Summer Games, nice graphics, simple, consistent play control. But rewards are virtually impossible to beat. Records are virtually impossible to beat. No battery or password to save your best scores, and repetitious music. Mario All-Stars, the Lost Levels is the only entirely new game for North American players. Yeah, we know. Super Mario RPG. Beautiful graphics and sound, a great variety of gameplay, battery backed up memory. But the inclusion of the term RPG in the title may be misleading. It's not just an RPG, it's an action-packed adventure. I mean, don't fucking split hairs here, Nintendo Power. It is an RPG first and foremost. It just has a slightly more active, well, it's just more active on all fronts. It has a more active battle system. It has more active and interactive map. Has there ever been a fun Olympics game? Mario and Sonic at the Olympics? Yeah, trying to disavow this as an RPG. I mean, maybe they're still traumatized from Earthbound, even though it's their own fucking fault. Anyway, there's only one Game Boy game this month, and it's a port of... Actually, they may have fucked up. Because all they got here... Oh, no. The release is for Game Boy.
So 1 Game Boy game, 6 SNES games. That's it, chat. That's it. All right, I am closing down requests. Let's talk real quick about Pack Watch, and then we'll get out of here. Nintendo 64 Showcase. They got screenshots for Pilot Wings, Super Mario 64. This might be the whole Pack Watch, frankly. Trying to get away with no actual minuses without actually doing it, yeah. No, it's always obvious when they try, because they just... The writers just aren't there, chat. They're trying. They have some good wordplay sometimes, but like, yeah. As far as selling these games, as far as trying to hide their puffiness and their puff pieces, I'm afraid they didn't quite have the talent for that. What else is going? Dragonheart. Is this based on a movie? Maybe not. Maybe not. Turok Dinosaur Hunter. Man, I fucking love Turok. I actually forget if I have it in my collection of N64 games, but we gotta play Turok at some point. That was Sean Connery as the dragon? Okay, I know what we're talking about, yeah. That was not particularly good, if I remember correctly. We got Sword of Hope 2 on the horizon. Sword of Hope 1 is actually pretty interesting. Little dungeon crawlery first-person adventure / RPG. And then Bassmasters Classic Pro Edition. All right. That's it, chat. I'm just gonna call it a night because I am dead on my feet over here. They're still forecasting that Bound High and Dragon Hopper are gonna come out for Virtual Boy. As far as Super NES, what we got to look forward to: Bassmaster, Brainies, College Football, Incantation, Kirby Superstar, Lost Vikings 2, Maui Mallard, Olympic Summer Games, Pinocchio, and Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. The only thing here I'm actually looking forward to is the advent of Kirby. When Kirby shows up, well, we'll see what happens. I really want to do a full playthrough of Kirby, but since I'm only gonna have 2 nights a week to stream, we'll have to see what we can do. Win some for the Olympics, I don't give a shit. We're done, chat. We did it. We did it. We just powered straight on through. So next issue, June, volume 85, 1996. I think they're going all in on the N64 anyway. I think they're going to be doing a lot of previews and stuff. So whatever I've got, whatever N64 games I have that match up, I'll let y'all request. So that'll be fine. Yeah, I am like just... I'm so tired, I'm like lightheaded, so... Fairly well, Ash is awake, brain, rest in bed. Do you have Pilot Wings? Actually, let me check real quick. Let me get the cartridges out. I think I have the mental acuity to do this at least. Somebody might want to take notes here, I don't know. I should probably take notes. I should probably write all this down somewhere, but you know me, I don't care. All right. Shadows of the Empire is in the system right now. Y'all know I have Ocarina of Time. I have Donkey Kong 64. I have Quest 64. I have Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. I have Command and Conquer, which I am deeply curious how Command and Conquer plays on the Nintendo 64. I have GoldenEye. Gotta have GoldenEye. It is a system seller. I have Mario 64. I have 1080 snowboarding. I have Perfect Dark. I have Majora's Mask, which we will play, chat. Don't you worry. we'll get to it eventually. I have Mario Party 3. I have Mario Party 1, I guess. I have Gex. I have Bomberman Hero. I have Bomberman 64. As Cold Rolled Steel was a big Bomberman fan. I have Diddy Kong Racing. I have Mario Golf. I have Mario Tennis. I have Rogue Squadron. I have Yoshi Story. I have Star Fox 64. I have Smash. I have Automobili Lamborghini. And I have Beetle Adventure Racing. So as many N64 games as I have, there are a few conspicuous absences. In particular, Pilot Wings. I do not have Pilot Wings. Yeah, not actually a lot of launch games, as it happens. Command & Conquer video StarCraft, shameful. Now, at some point, chat, I will have the flash cart for this system, but full disclosure, I'm gonna be responsible. I'm not gonna make any big investments in hardware like a flash card until my whole employment situation is more stable. So. And let your girls and her wife go through these since the system. No. My girls, so my older daughter isn't a huge gamer. She's very, very focused on things like Animal Crossing, Stardew Valley. She really wants Tomodachi Life. So I'm gonna have to do something about that at some point. My younger daughter is a huge gamer, but right now she is mainly focused on Roblox. She actually took a break recently to play through Miitopia again, but she mainly plays Roblox with her friends. My wife does not game at all. She is an old school Dragon Quest fan, but she has not played Dragon Quest in ages. I try to encourage her from time to time, but yeah, she's just not doing it right now. So, okay. I have been through the N64 games. You know what we have on tap for the foreseeable future. So that's it, chat. We did it. We accomplished what we set out to do tonight. We finished May of 1996. So, schedule-wise, tomorrow night. Okay, I am going to sleep so fucking much tonight, chat. I'm gonna sleep like 10 hours. I'm gonna be incredibly well-rested tomorrow, and we're gonna do a shitload of Satisfactory. We are going to Satis all the factory. Monday, we will be back with more of the Rusty Lake Cube Escape series with Samsara Room. You can vote for it to continue into Tuesday and Wednesday, but that's as far as that'll go. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday will be request nights. I will be fielding y'all's requests that you're putting up in Discord. If you haven't put in a request yet, you've got until the end of Tuesday night stream, okay? If you want to run anything by me before you request it, just hit me up on Discord, and we can talk about it. After next week, starting May 31st, the only nights I'll be able to stream will be Wednesdays and Thursdays. Wednesdays will be Indie Variety Nights, Thursdays will be the Power Hours. So the Power Hours will not die, but they're going to once a week. And that's it, chat. That's the plan. That's what's going. That's what's doing. I'm gonna find somebody to raid, and I'm gonna go crash directly into bed. Let's yeet y'all. Man, everybody's up tonight. Everybody is up tonight. I'm gonna throw you over to Dama. They're playing something called Chrono Quartz, which looks really interesting. They play such neat games over there. I really like them. But yeah. Anyway, chat, thank you so much for coming out tonight. Quick aside, I appreciate y'all sticking with me while I'm like super drowsy and like nodding off on stream. I know it's definitely not ideal for a creator, for an entertainer to do. It's just I'm trying as hard as I can to keep the stream magic going while work is kicking my ass. So I appreciate y'all's understanding and support. It's gonna be different when the schedule changes, obviously. It'll be a new era. It'll be kind of new styles of streams and stuff. But yeah, we'll wait and see how it goes. So one more week, chat. I got one more week to get through. Hopefully the getting will be good. So thanks again for coming out. Hopefully I will see you tomorrow night for a big old evening of Satisfactory. Until then, as always, y'all take care. Bye, everybody.